Oh, is this live?
Hey guys. Oh no, it's not live.
Okay.
It's not live. John here. Okay, so I told you today we'd be talking to Jonathan and Ray, who are two new guys working on the channel. Of course, been working with me for a long time. But I asked you guys if you had any questions for them, so you can meet them and talk to them. And so that's what we're gonna do. So, Jonathan and Ray.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm smiling as
Is there any way to make me less fat?
Okay, let's try. The first question for you guys
All right.
comes from, let's see, George Bavin, who writes, "What inspired you guys to get into your line of work?"
Oh wow.
I mean, for me, I've always loved movies. I mean, originally my first love was kind of music, and then second, and very close second was cinema and film. And I was fortunate to just kind of be born and raised in Los Angeles, so I've always kind of been around it, and it's kind of been part of my life. So originally, my original schooling was accounting. I went to college. And
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got a bachelor's degree in history and accounting. So kind of boring. Not history, I love history, but the accounting side was kind of boring. And I made a total career change in my 30s. I decided I really wanted to get into editing and post-production. And so I went to a post-production school and changed my life, changed my career.
Ray, what about you? What got
Me
you
it
into-
was kind of like an accident. Like I always mess with MS Paint, and then John needed help one week with I think Mailbag.
Yeah, this is like 6 years ago.
And I helped him, and then I started doing Photoshop, and I was like, "This is really cool." So of course, if you like something, you want to get better at it, and that's all that happened. I just kept doing it, researching, getting better at it, and still trying to get better. So
And you're really good.
yeah.
All right. This one comes from Ben Rayner. Says, "How long has Ray been working with John?"
Well, kind of just answered that a second
Yeah.
ago, but about probably 6 years, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
6 years or more?
Unfortunately, 6 years. It's going to be longer.
He's also my brother-in-law.
Yeah, we're forced to work with each other.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Tough question. Think about it for a
I
second.
don't know.
This one comes from Dacian Preden Halibran, who writes, "Hey, is John," be very careful how you answer this, "is John as cool in person as he is on YouTube?"
You know what? I'm going to answer this firsthand. I'm going to be really serious. I'm going to be really serious about this just because, you know what? John is probably the sweetest, kindest guy I've ever met. I'm so lucky to have him as a brother-in-law. Whenever I was struggling with anything, he would just help me out when he didn't need to. Even lately, he's helped me out. So there's nothing on screen that he's not in person. He's sweeter in person. Sometimes on screen, he'll come off as like, whatever you guys say, but he's a really good guy. I'm lucky to have him.
Well, thanks, Ray.
It was very sweet of you.
And we'll like
No,
that
I'm not
answer.
being the truth. I'm just
Yeah, no, I mean, and likewise, actually, even along those terms, I originally was hired by John through AMC Theaters. So I don't know if you guys watched Movie Talk back then on YouTube. It was at AMC Theaters. So that's going on almost 4 years now. So he got me my first job. I interviewed with him. I was a fan of the show, and I just happened to notice he had posted on Facebook that they were hiring, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm kind of new with this whole post-production thing, but I really love this show. I'm gonna give it a go. I've had some other jobs in post-production, and it worked out. And I've been working with him ever since. He gave me my first job. He's a great guy. Thank you. And honestly, I even just through his contacts through Fine Brothers, there was a period where AMC was shutting down this division, and they went to Complex. And at first, it just wasn't a space for me at Complex, and he even helped me out getting work with Fine Brothers. So that was an amazing experience, and I owe that all to John as well. So yes, I do think he's as cool.
That's how new I was at it too, because I was posting jobs on Facebook. That's how new I was.
and without saying like all the stuff that he's given or like given us the opportunities, just in general, even without those, he's one of the coolest guys I know.
Yeah.
No,
And that's and nothing. He's very honest. So whatever he says on screen, he's not going to come to me and say, like the exact opposite. Like, oh, I say this just to get views. This is how he really feels. And sometimes
because nothing I say gets views.
Yeah. No. Sometimes this is why. Because I will say firsthand that sometimes I don't agree with what John thinks on certain things. Like if he'll go on a rant sometimes, and I'll just like cover my face and be like, why is he doing this? Like, I'm not a fan of his rants. I know a lot of you guys are, but it's like really embarrassing because I'm like, what is he doing? He's getting so mad at something so small to me. But that's just shows you how passionate he is about movies. Where I just like movies. I mean, I thought Ninja Turtles was a really good movie. I'm sorry. But John, of course, is going to be really critical. But
all right, this one comes from a Min, and Min writes, "Do you guys work from home or come by John and Ann's place to do graphics and editing?"
A little mix. I mean, I live in Burbank as well, but I still come over to John's place because on his editorials and the shorter videos or the reviews, I'll come in the morning and set up the shot and work with him on getting that. And then I kind of just go right over here, and that's my workstation for right now. And I work with my laptop, and I edit here. I mean, I could work from home. Most of the admin work I do admin work for the Patreon Facebook page and for the Patreon page itself. That's primarily done at home, for my home for that.
But Ray,
well, me, I live in Corona. That's like an hour away from John's place, and so I would work here. But the problem with working here is just the area. If any of you ever been to Burbank, there's Hooters, there's Panera, everything's walking distance, and I spend way too much money over here.
And Hot Topic.
And Hot Topic.
Pops,
So,
you can't, keep them away from Pops.
hey, we're over Pops now. But yeah, there's way too many food places here, and of course, I love food. So
you spend all the money you make.
yeah.
pretty much, yeah. All right, guys. Well, listen. That was all we wanted to do. But listen, as always, guys, the only reason all three of us are able to do what we do is because of your guys' support. You guys make the channel even possible. So we just wanted to do this thing to say thank you to you guys for your support and giving all of us. And we look forward to doing more stuff. Let us know what you think. What other things you'd like to have as Patreon supporters. That'll do it for me, guys. And I will talk to you later.
Bye.